Once you have a wholesale deal, the very next step is to find a cash buyer that you can assign your deal to. But finding cash buyers doesn't have to be overly complicated. In fact, I developed a unique system to find a cash buyer for your deal, and this method is the fastest, easiest, quickest, and freest way to find a cash buyer. On this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this, and I'm actually gonna cut to calls where you can see me do it in action so you see exactly how it works. All that and more coming up.
This video is brought to you by 10K Club, a program that pays you $10,000 for finding ugly houses. Learn more at my10kcheck.com.
My name is Jerry Norton. I've been a real estate investor now for 20 years, and the intent of my real estate business is to help me live my dream life. I have 10 kids. I live on a farm in East Tennessee, and I want to spend my time outside in nature on my farm with my kids. We homeschool, and that's the goal of my real estate business. How do I get the results as fast as I possibly can? And so when it comes to finding a cash buyer for your deal, I want to get to that buyer as quickly as possible. So I developed a unique system. I call it the neighborhood flipper method. Here's how it works. Once I get my wholesale deal under contract with the seller, now I need to find the buyer, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at other homes in the neighborhood that have recently flipped or are for sale by a flipper. This identifies that there are active investors that are local to my deal. Remember this, investors like to do deals where they've previously done deals or where they're actively currently doing deals. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find all the flipped homes in my neighborhood where my deal is. Then what I wanna do is I wanna reach out to the real estate agents that represented those flippers. So I don't call the flipper. I don't look up the investor and call the investor. I call the agent and I say to the agent, hey, I see that you represented a flipper on 123 Main Street. I got a deal right down the street, wondering if your investor might be looking for another deal. That's the conversation. Now what we're gonna do here is in a minute, I'm gonna cut to a video where you're gonna watch me do this 4 or 5 times. And I think I did like 5 of these calls, and one of those agents ended up calling me back saying that their buyer wants my deal and got the deal done. And you're gonna watch these calls. About 10 minutes is all with like 4 or 5 conversations. So we're gonna cut to that in a minute. Now, how do you find these flip properties? Well, you can do it on Zillow, Redfin. It's pretty simple. You're gonna look for the highest price sold homes that are totally renovated, that are possibly staged, and those are flippers. Now, I use PropWire because PropWire has a filter called Flip Properties, so it's really easy. Click on the flip properties, zoom into the area where your deal is, and then it tells you the history of those deals so you know exactly what the flipper paid. It's really simple. Again, I wanna get to the result, finding a buyer, as fast as I possibly can for as cheap as I possibly can. In this case, absolutely free. PropWire is free to use. Just go to joinpropwire.com and you can use that absolutely free. You get all the data, all the resource, all the history, everything you wanna know about the property, everything you wanna know about your buyers. It's all right there. That way, you can get to the deals, get to the money so that you can live your dream life, which for me just happens to be farming with animals. Now, before we cut to those calls where you can see it live in action, I do want to offer you this. If you want to skip all of that and not even find a buyer, I'll be your buyer. I have systems and capital in place. I'm always looking for deals, and I will buy your deals that meet my criteria and pay you $10,000. Now, if that sounds exciting to you, go to my10K check to register for a free training to get all the details. All right, let's cut to those calls, and I'll see you on the next video. Is this Craig Brown?
Who's this?
This is Jerry Norton. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. How's it going?
Good. Calling because I see that you sold a property recently, 6 months ago on Alger Street, 312.
Yep, 312. Yep.
Yeah, I've got a property real close by there on King that I'm looking to sell.
Okay.
I don't know if yours was an investor that did a flip.
No.
Okay.
It's a really good friend of mine, actually, that I've known for many, many years. I don't mean to cut you off. So you want me to go into detail?
No, I was calling because I thought if that was an investor, maybe they were looking for another one. You could reach out to your investor, see if they wanted another flip.
Oh, why? What's your house like?
Oh, it needs a lot of work.
It's your house?
I have the contract and I flip a lot in Oakland and Macomb, but not a lot in Detroit.
Oh, you're a listing agent?
No. I just have the contract with the seller.
Wholesaling?
Right. Exactly.
Oh, okay. You're looking to assign it.
Yeah, I'm just looking to assign it because it's not really my wheelhouse over there.
Yeah, I hear you. I do have people like that all the time. Do you want to send me? How about you email me the details so I can have something to forward, perhaps?
Okay. What I'll do is I'll get you the info on it. I'll tell you my number, and then if you want to add something onto that, that's totally fine.
Yeah, tell me in the body of the email, like maybe what you need to walk with. And,
Yeah.
And I can see if it makes sense for some of my. So that specific one was not an investor, seller, or buyer. However, I do have investor clients in the area.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Typically what I try to do is when I get something, I'll look around and see, okay, who's flipping in the area, call the agent that represented the flipper, see if that flipper looking for another one. Do you know that area well?
Yeah, I actually used to live there.
It's pretty hot right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's a
Gotcha.
nice spot over there. But I mean,
this one.
Sold for like ours went for $325.
I know.
$289. I mean, he did some incredible work over there.
This one I've got is on King, just east of Brush. So like literally two blocks from the one you sold.
Yeah, right there.
That area is hot, huh?
It's a great area, yeah.
Yeah. This one's a bricker, but it needs, everything. It was listed a while ago for $150.
Oh, I know that house. I've been in there. Is it like just filled with stuff?
Yeah, and they were selling it with 2 lots next on each side.
The driveway's on the left side of the house?
Yeah. It's got
it's on the north side of the street?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crazy.
I don't know what happened. They had it listed for $150 back in October.
Like, is it still filled with stuff?
Yeah.
It is still filled with stuff.
Yeah, it's filled with stuff, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
When I say it's full of stuff, I've seen a lot worse in Detroit. I mean,
You've been in there, right?
My guy has, and I got pictures.
That house is cool.
I think it's a great deal, but someone's gonna need to drop $100,000 or so into it.
That's okay. Shit, if it's like around the number you want to get at 100, they'll still get a lot of sweat equity. They could sell that thing for like $350 if they, You get it from the seller at such a good thing.
I mean, he wanted a whole lot more, and I just said, look, I don't do Detroit, but I might just buy it and then deal with it. But
that's like my exact area. So you called the right guy, hopefully.
Okay.
We can help each other and both make something out of this.
Text me your email. This is my cell phone.
Perfect.
Okay.
What was your name again?
It was Jerry.
Jerry Craig.
Yep.
I'll send it right now.
Okay. Thanks, Craig. Talk soon.
Yeah, let's talk soon. Yep,
okay, bye.
What's going on?
Good. I've got a property I'm looking to sell up on King Street. I see that you had sold a house close by there, I think on Mount Vernon back in December.
Possibly. I don't know. I saw a lot of houses in North End. I was out there today. I'm listing 3 more.
Okay, so you probably know King Street then?
What is it?
King Street?
Yeah. What block?
I'm up by just east of Brush Street, south of Holbrook. It was listed some time ago for $150, expired, and then I have the contract to purchase it directly with the seller now for much less. I don't do a lot in Detroit. I'm mostly Oakland and Macomb County.
I got you.
So I'm just looking for a flipper that does that area. Saw that you listed and sold that one. Thought maybe your investor would be looking for another one.
How much?
70.
70. All right. Is there a lockbox? Are you getting
Yep.
pictures? Or?
I've got a lockbox and a Dropbox link I can text you right now.
That would be awesome. 70 is a pretty good deal. I mean, it's a house. I mean, it's a functional house.
I mean, bones are good, but it needs everything. It's a full reno.
I got you.
Yep,
yeah, send it over to me, and then I'll. Is it a single family?
Yeah. Yep. Single family brick. I think 1,900 square feet.
Yeah, send it over, and I'll take a look at it. I think I do have somebody at that price. I think I definitely can move it.
Okay. If you want to add something on top of that for you, just let me know, and we can do the.
That was my next question too. So
yeah.
That's perfect.
I'm looking for 70, and then whatever you want to add on top of that.
Perfect. Send it over to me. Let me see what I can do, and then we'll go from there.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Bye. I see that you sold a property in Detroit on Mount Vernon, and I've got a property I'm looking to sell close by there. It's an investor property. It needs a full rehab. And my thought was maybe, I think yours was a flip. Was that an investor that did yours? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Might they be looking for another deal?
Of course.
That's how it goes, right?
That's how it goes.
I flip too, but not in Detroit. I'm not really set up for Detroit, and I got this deal, and so I'm just looking to pass it off to another investor that maybe specializes in that area.
What street is it on?
King Street,
Okay. What's the address?
419.
419 King. Okay.
It was listed a while ago for 150, and then it went out of contract. So I ended up getting it directly with the seller. It was an expired listing. Yeah, and I'm just looking to pass it off to someone that might be interested in that area. I mostly just do Oakland and Macomb County.
Oh, do you? Okay. Okay. How much are you looking for?
70.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a good deal. Or it's not a good deal. Are you laughing because it's a good deal or not a good deal?
No, I'm like, oh, really? No, I will, as a matter of fact, it's interesting because I'm just driving by a house on Mount Vernon, not the one that I sold, but another one in about 15 minutes. And so
I got a lockbox.
Oh, do you? If you could text it to me. I'm sorry, I'm doing 5 things at one time. I'm eating, talking. I'm looking for my keys.
Yeah, I hear you eating lunch.
I'm sorry, yeah. I had some leftover pizza. Yeah, if you could just text me, that would be great. Yeah, I mean, I have actually about 2 or 3 investors that do work in that area. I'm very familiar with it, and so are my investors.
Okay. I'm going to text you right now. My name is Jerry. I'm going to text you the address, lockbox, and I even have a Dropbox link with a bunch of pictures if that's helpful.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that would be great.
If you want something on top of that, add that to the 70.
Okay. All right.
I can make sure you get covered if you find me a buyer.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay, I'll look for your text.
Okay. I'll send that to you right now and let me know as soon as you can.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Gay. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good. Is it Whale?
Yes, sir.
Well,
My apologies on the delay.
Oh, no worries. No worries. I'm an investor and I do quite a bit in Oakland and Macomb. I've got a contract on a property on North End in Detroit, direct to the seller. It's not really my wheelhouse. Looking to just wholesale it and see that you represented a flip, I think, over in that area. I saw. I don't have it up in front of me, but I saw. I think a high-priced home sell over there where you were the agent that represented the seller on the listing.
Yep.
And so I figured you probably have investors over there and might have someone interested in buying this one.
Absolutely. Do you have all the details? You can text them over to me and I can shoot them to my guys.
Yep, I've got address, lockbox, and a Dropbox folder with pictures.
Beautiful. And then what's the asking price?
70.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. I mean, it needs everything, but it's solid. Bricker, a little under 2,000 square feet, all the things.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I think it's 300 plus if someone does it right.
Amazing. Sounds good, brother. Shoot it over and I'll check it out.
Okay, I'll text it to you right now.
All right, thank you.
Okay, see ya. Good. How are you, sir?
Good. Hey, so how much do you want for that house?
70.
Any wiggle room on that?
What'd you have in mind?
Is that going to be with a warranty deed too?
Yeah, it would be contingent upon a warranty deed for sure.
Okay. Did you say initially was there anything included in the commission wise?
Well, 70 was my number, not counting paying you a commission.
Okay.
So
can we get it done at 65 and I'll have the buyer pay me?
I think I can make that work. If I have to go any lower, I'll just close on it and then see what the MLS will bring me and list it at 99 or 79 or I don't know, something, but I really don't want to have to deal with it. I'd love to just pass it off.
Yeah, I can get it done at 65 to you, and just to be transparent, I'm going to get paid $5,000 on it. But I do a few flips with this guy. He's an out-of-state investor or out-of-country investor. I will need to do a inspection, but I can do that like a 2-day contingency, $400 for an inspection. He just wants to see a report from his inspector. He doesn't care. I already told him what the condition is.
An inspection is kind of pointless when it needs absolutely everything. other than foundation.
I understand. It's just for his purposes. And if you give me lock it up until Sunday, I can get the inspector out there either later today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I would prefer to do that. I mean, the challenge we're having, Alan, is I've got a lot of interest. So what I don't want to do is lock it up and then you in 2-3 days or by next week, Monday or something, you decide you don't want it. And then I said no to these other offers. So
let's just do this. Let me call my inspector. I talked to him about 10-15 minutes ago. He said he's free this afternoon.
okay.
You think I can get him to? I just need him to make a quick report. You think you can just hold it for me until?
Yeah. If we're talking a couple hours or by this afternoon, I'll push off these other people.
I can get it done. I know I can. I've sold them worse. Sold them better and definitely sold them worse. But, I know I can get the deal done. It's just a formality for me.
Okay. And again, it would be 65 to me. He'll cover your fee.
Correct.
Okay. And you're willing to go non-refundable earnest money?
Correct.
Okay.
And what do you want for that?
2,500.
That's cool.
And I use Premier Title.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Give me about 2 hours and I will let you know.
Okay. I'll wait for your call and push these other ones off.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.